Welcome to a new guitar tutorial. There are a lot of great songs by Eric Clapton, and Layla is definitely one of my favorites. I've already done a tutorial for the electric version of the song, and today we have a look at the intro solo and the rhythm guitar part of the acoustic version released on the famous Unplugged album. If you're interested in sheet music, you can go to my Patreon page. There you can download a full transcription of the guitar parts I will show you in this tutorial, including tabs and regular notation. And if you enjoyed the lesson and want to support my channel, please hit subscribe, ring the bell, leave a like, drop me a line in the comments and let me know which version you prefer, the unplugged version or the electric version, and tell me also if you're interested in a tutorial for the guitar solo in the middle of the song. The song starts in the key of D minor with an intro riff. So we're starting on the open A string, going up to the 3rd fret of the A string, and then we're playing basically a D power chord. We have the open D string, the 2nd fret of the G string, and the 3rd fret of the B string. This chord is played twice, then we're going back down to the 3rd fret of the A string, and then we're playing a B flat major chord. Here we have the 1st fret of the A string and the 3rd fret of the D, G and the B string. I'm using my 4th finger to bar these 3 strings, but you can also use the 2nd, the 3rd and the 4th finger for these 3 notes. And then after this B flat major chord, we're going up to a C major chord, which is the same voicing, but now we're on the 3rd fret of the A string and on the 5th fret of the D, G and the B string. And after the C major chord, we're going back to the D power chord, and then the complete part starts from the beginning again. So the complete part. And Eric Clapton starts playing this part alone for 2 times, and then the band enters, and then he's playing this part a 3rd time, and then the intro solo starts, and the intro solo starts on the 7th fret of the D string. So we're starting 7th fret of the D string, going up to the 7th fret of the G string, then the 5th fret of the B string, up to the 6th fret of the B string, and then we're playing a hammer-on pull-off from the 5th fret up to the 6th fret and back down to the 5th fret of the B string. After that, we're going down to the 7th fret of the G string again, and then up to the 5th fret of the B string, 6th fret of the B string, 5th fret of the B string, and then down to the 7th fret of the G string again. After that, we're going up to the 5th fret of the B string again, then 6th fret of the B string, and after that we're hitting the 6th fret one more time and doing a slide up to the 8th fret of the B string. After that, we're playing the 6th fret of the B string, followed by the 8th fret of the B string, and now we're hitting the 8th fret again and doing a slide up to the 10th fret of the B string. After that, we're playing the 8th fret of the B string, 10th fret, and now we're doing a slide from the 10th fret up to the 13th fret of the B string. So one more time, this complete part. After that, we're playing the 10th fret of the B string again, up to the 13th fret of the B string, then the 10th fret of the high E string, up to the 12th fret of the E string. Then there's another hammer on pull off from the 10th to the 12th fret and back. And then we're going down to the 13th fret of the B string again. Then up to the 10th fret of the E string. Back down to the 13th fret of the B string, 10th fret of the B string, and then the 12th fret of the G string, back up to the 10th fret, the 12th fret of the G string, back up to the 10th fret of the B string. Then 12th fret of the G string again. Then we have a pull off from the 12th fret of the G string down to the 10th fret of the G string. And then we're going down to the 9th fret of the G string, up to the 10th fret again, and back down to the 9th fret again. So the complete part. After that, we're going down to the 7th fret of the D string again. We're starting on the 7th fret of the D string, one more time up to the 7th fret of the G string, 5th fret of the B string, 6th fret of the B string, and down to the 5th fret again. And then we have the 7th fret of the G string again, down to the 7th fret of the D string. And back up to the 7th fret of the G string. After that, we're doing a slide, starting on the 7th fret of the D string down to the 5th fret of the D string. Then we have the 3rd fret of the D string, then down to the 5th fret of the A string. And then we're doing a slide up from the 3rd fret of the D string up to the 5th fret of the D string, back down to the 3rd fret of the D string, and then the intro solo ends on the 5th fret of the D string, 5th fret of the A string, going down to the 3rd fret of the A string, and back up to the 5th fret of the A string. After that, there's pickup from the open A string to the 3rd fret of the A string that leads us to a C sharp minor 7 chord, which is the first chord of the verse part. But one more time, the complete intro solo. Then we're in the verse part, and the verse is not D minor, it's in C sharp minor. And we're starting with this C sharp minor 7 chord. We're barring the 4th fret, starting from the A string, and we're adding the 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the B string, and the 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the D string. And the basic pattern is strumming 8 notes in a shuffle feel. And you can do a little accent on the 2 and the 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, by releasing the fingers so that you're playing a dead note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. On 4 and we're changing to a G sharp 7 chord Here we're powering the 4th fret on all the strings, and we have the 5th fret on the G string and the 6th fret on the A string. And then back up to the C sharp minor chord. So these 2 bars. Then there's a half bar of C sharp minor, and then we're going to a C major chord, same voicing that we used in the intro. Then up to a D major chord, also the same voicing, but now on the 5th fret. And then we're going to E major chord, 1st fret of the G string and the 2nd fret of the A and the B string. So this complete part. And when we're on the E major chord, we continue picking our strumming pattern 1 and 2, and on 2 and we're adding our 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then we have an E7 chord. And after that we're going to an F sharp minor chord. Here we're bowing the 2nd fret, and we're adding the 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string and the 4th finger on the 4th fret of the E string. After that we're going to a B major chord, the same voicing that we used for the C major chord, but now we're on the 2nd fret. Back to the E major chord for half bar, and then we have an A major chord, and these 4 chords are repeated, so the complete part goes like this. And on the repetition, we're ending on the A major chord. We're holding this chord for 2 beats, and then the chorus part starts, and on the chorus we're playing basically the same riff or same pattern that we played during the intro of the song. So we have 3, 4. And so on, and this part is played 4 times for the chorus section of the song. After that there's another verse part, then another chorus part, another verse part, another chorus part. This 3rd chorus is repeated, so it's played twice. After the 3rd chorus there's the guitar solo, and drop me a line if you're interested in that guitar solo, then I can do another tutorial for that guitar solo. And the comping part, or the rhythm guitar part for the guitar solo, is also the riff that we played during the intro and during the chorus parts. And after the guitar solo, this chorus part is repeated another 6 times. And on the last part, where we're ending on the C major chord, which is held, and then the whole song ends on a D minor chord. These were the main rhythm guitar parts of the acoustic version of Layla, and also the intro solo. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please hit subscribe if you haven't, ring the bell, leave a like, drop me a line in the comments, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.